This is the Louvre, one of the most iconic museums in the world, a place many believed was completely untouchable. Protected day and night by armed guards, the museum stood as a symbol of security and control. Hundreds of surveillance cameras watched every corner, leaving almost no space for error or escape. Inside these halls, even silence felt monitored, as if every step was being carefully observed. Behind it all, a dedicated control room tracked every movement in real time, without missing a second. But far away from all this security, a group was quietly planning something no one thought possible. They studied every detail of the building, searching patiently for even the smallest weakness. Every tool they carried was carefully selected, each one serving a very specific purpose. They knew exactly where they would enter, and exactly how much time they had.
Go! Move faster!
And once the plan was set into motion, there would be absolutely no way to turn back. The museum stood in complete silence, its empty halls holding secrets no one could yet see. Behind reinforced glass, priceless treasures rested, protected, but not completely unreachable.
Look at the brushstrokes on
To
that
visitors,
one.
it felt like just
incredible.
another ordinary day with no sign of what was about to
Did you
happen.
get a good shot?
Security checks remained strict, scanning every person that stepped inside the building. Guards continued their routine, unaware that something unusual was already unfolding. As night slowly took over, the entire system began locking down for maximum protection.
We enter here, move through the...
Meanwhile, in the shadows, the final steps of the plan were being carefully executed. Every piece of equipment was double-checked, leaving no room for mistakes or delays. They had already identified weak points in the system, spots where no one was watching closely. And with everything aligned perfectly, they chose the exact moment to begin their move. Just before dawn, when the city was at its quietest, the team finally made their move. Disguised as ordinary construction workers, they blended into the surroundings without raising suspicion.
Almost there.
Even as security passed by just meters away, nothing seemed out of place to them. Slowly, the lift began to rise, carrying them closer to the light. At that height, even the smallest mistake could have exposed everything they had planned. But, without hesitation, they ignited the torch, marking the true beginning of the operation. The glass slowly began to weaken, melting under intense heat with every passing second. And then, in a single moment, the surface cracked, breaking the barrier that once seemed impossible. One by one, they slipped inside, entering a place no one had ever breached like this before. But the second they stepped in, alarms erupted, and the entire museum was thrown into chaos. They moved deeper inside, entering the royal hall where the most valuable treasures were kept. In front of them, millions worth of jewels stood silently, waiting behind glass. These were not just objects, they were pieces of history, impossible to replace. But in seconds, the tools came out and the operation moved to its most critical phase. With one powerful strike, the glass shattered, breaking a barrier that once felt permanent. They didn't waste a second, grabbing everything they could as quickly as possible. The bag filled up rapidly, each second bringing them closer to escape.
We've got the artifacts, let's go!
But outside, the situation was already spiraling out of control. They were running out of time, and every second now mattered more than ever. Taking one last piece, they knew it was time to leave before it was too late. They ran through the corridors, with alarms echoing behind every step they took. The pressure was building fast, and there was no room left for mistakes. In a risky move, they jumped back through the same window they had entered. The landing was unstable, but they managed to hold their balance. The lift dropped quickly, taking them away from the scene of the crime. At the same time, police forces were already arriving at full speed. They rushed into the alley where their escape vehicles were waiting. Within seconds, they disappeared into the city, blending into the darkness. But not everything went according to plan. Something had been left behind. And just like that, the museum was sealed, turning into a full crime scene. The news spread quickly, shocking the entire nation within hours. Investigators immediately began connecting the pieces of what had happened. They reviewed every frame of footage, searching for even the smallest clue. Every detail mattered, from fingerprints to the smallest trace left behind. Outside, the public struggled to understand how this could even happen. Inside, the damage was clear, a silence replacing what once felt secure. Broken glass remained as the only witness to what had taken place. Somewhere far away, the stolen jewels were already in unknown hands. By morning, the story had exploded across headlines, exposing details no one expected. Authorities revealed that multiple suspects were involved, but their identities remained partially hidden. The public reacted with shock, questioning how something like this could happen in such a secure place. And now the question is, if such a place can be breached, what does that mean for security anywhere else?
If you enjoyed this story, subscribe now and press the bell icon to never miss the truth.